Here's the video of a bunch of fat guys, which at first glance may seem like a weight loss ad. Andy Reid eats all he sees. Hey, Rodney's Rodney. Out Harry hits the sauce. Hey! Now Boomer wants us to circle up the wagons. With that great big Ange, Coach Belichick, and the Hulkster brother. Let's throw in a couple more. Hey, look, it's Andre saying, nobody move. It's the Box Score Bunch. The Box Score Bunch. This is what we call the Box Score Bunch.
I don't know a lot about sports, but I can drink a lot of beer.
My motto is simple. C's get degrees.
Need a long, inappropriate hug? I'm your man.
I think I'm smarter than you, because I probably am.
Howard Collins, the Box Score. Hello and welcome to the Box Score. I'm Brock, coming to you from our DirecTV studios in Los Angeles. Today, you're not just getting the Box Score, you're getting the best of the Box Score. A little something we put together featuring our favorite moments from the past couple months. Let's start it off with some eats. Knicks big man Amar'e Stoudemire dropped by the New York City Man Cave recently, and he ventured into the kitchen to whip up some chicken and waffles, much to the delight of one Danette's appetite. Paula, you came out and provided him, of course, with the chef jacket, and then he went to work on, as you said, the chicken and waffles and topped them off with some powdered sugar. Oh, it was delicious. Fritzy, is every day a cheat day for you?
I was just as ecstatic as Paulie was, and I was just loving the chicken and waffles. I, too, didn't know what he was making, and I was concerned it was going to be some kind of weird broth or some kind of vegetable kind of thing or something that's, very, something that we wouldn't want to eat, something that's vegetarian. But seeing the chicken and waffles, and I certainly wasn't shy whether cameras were on me or not. I was going to be eating throughout the course of the show.
And broccoli, I checked my records. Fritzy has not eaten breakfast in a year, but he made up for it calorie-wise today.
I did. I had 3 pieces of chicken and 2 or 3 waffles and a can of Sprites, and
At any
it was
point
a
did
good
you
start.
feel like maybe you should share with the other people in the studio?
I probably should have left some because I don't think Amar'e's family even had an opportunity to eat anything, and even the chef, Chef Max, who was with Amar'e, I think had maybe a couple of little pieces of leftovers on the plate. But I took my share, and there wasn't much left after that.
I wonder if the cameras were rolling. Yes, of course they were. Fritzy, we had the I-Team get some behind-the-scenes paparazzi photos of you devouring the meal. I mean, look at McLovin there being civil and cutting it with his knife and fork.
Oh.
And you, Fritzy, you look like a pit bull chewing up a down pillow there.
Usually he's not that bad. He rarely, I don't think I've seen Fritzy eat on camera before.
He never eats.
He doesn't eat ever. Like, he'll sneak in a tuna sandwich at late in the day.
Yeah, this was a special day, and I enjoyed the chicken and waffles, and I'm hoping that it was less rude and more the chef and Amar'e showing them how much I appreciated the food. And, they want to see people eating and indulging and enjoying it, not sitting there picking at it with a raised brow. So all etiquette was thrown out the window. I just wanted to start consuming stuff.
Well, Fritzy, we couldn't see if you had a raised brow. You were 8 inches away from the plate. You were absolutely hovering over that thing.
Yeah, I got in there.
Seton, were you worried about how a cooking segment sounded on the radio?
Yeah. I don't really know how it went over on the radio. It's kind of a visual, but I don't know. That's sort of, I guess, our job and Dan's job is to paint the picture, as they say. But yeah, it was probably an interesting listen.
It was painted, and it was actually quite amazing. Here's what the radio listener experienced.
You guys want to bring this, please?
There you go.
Thanks.
It's good stuff.
Oh, man.
You guys want to bring this, please?
It just totally blew up.
There you go.
Blowing off radio audio.
It's good stuff.
Sometimes you forget that you're on the radio. Sometimes this just turns into a TV show, and you forget that you're on the radio on a couple hundred stations. And so I don't know that necessarily we serve that audience.
There's actually Dan, there's nothing to say. Dan threw a poll and goes, McLovin, what is the result of that poll? I don't have a computer.
We had no idea what we were doing.
Clanging of plates and utensils.
I think
and
I'm proud to say we don't do a lot of cooking segments, so we are not that good at it. But there was a point, and that audio was exactly the point. I remember there was about a 5 to 8 second portion where that's a long time in radio, where there's just nothing going on except a little bit of clanking. And I'm kind of looking at Dan like, do something. And I was going to make a joke like, hey, Amari, you guys really suck this year, but I didn't think that would go over too well.
But it might be even worse to even force it. It was one of us going to do play-by-play of what's happening for the radio.
That's actually what you're supposed to do.
Fritzy's shoving his face in the chicken right now, for those of you.
That's actually exactly what we're supposed to do there.
We should have more cooking segments, and we'll get better at it.
I'm still waiting for my serving to be shipped out here to California. Well, it's good for Amari to have a hobby to take his mind off the tough season the Knicks just had. In fact, their new team president, Phil Jackson, sought some spiritual guidance to see if he had made a big mistake heading to New York.
You seek the shaman's wisdom.
I do.
You have licked the back of a blue and yellow tree frog.
I have.
You have gone on your vision quest.
I have.
What is your spirit animal?
It is the hyena.
Now that you are one with the hyena, you are worthy of my wisdom. What is your question?
Should I have taken the Knicks job?
The Knicks? The New York Knicks? You took that job? Man, that's a terrible job. Oh, my God, why would you do that? How many fouls did you hit? Melo keeps chucking up shots. Tyson Chandler's old, and Monchumba has no kneecaps. My uncle's a Knicks fan. He knows that's a terrible job. Man, I can't believe you took that job, man. You ain't the Zen master no more. Get out my hut.
Coming up, we get Dan Nation fired up Wojo style. Stay tuned.
The Danettes, a bunch of kids. Daniel Theodore, I've known him for 20 years. He was leaving the mothership. He said these 4 guys, they like to wait on him like they're a bunch of babies. I'm like, really, babies? I'm like, what a bunch of Danettes. A light bulb went off in his head. He's like, Reg, you're absolutely right. I'm gonna name my sidekicks the Danettes.
Welcome back to the Best of the Box Score. Reggie Miller giving us the lowdown on how these 4 knuckleheads became known as the Danettes. Sticking with basketball, newly hired Marquette head coach Steve Wojciechowski joined the show, and the Danettes found inspiration after they discussed his signature floor slap when he was at Dookie.
Would you slap the floor, just for old time's sakes, the office floor as we say goodbye?
For you, anything.
All right, I love this. Here we go.
I just broke my desk.
That's so good. I mean, we've talked about this before. Sometimes you root for people on the show to be successful in their sport just so they can keep coming on again as a relevant interview. I hope Marquette makes the next 10 Final Fours so we can keep having this guy on. I don't care about Marquette basketball really either way otherwise.
All right, if Dan is the show's Coach K, which one of you is the show's Wojo? Let's all try slap on the floor. Front row, lead us off, please.
All right, I'll go first. Get this over with.
Oh, boy.
All right. Oh, man.
That's a good one.
That is fantastic.
All right.
I don't
so
think
I'm going to say that we just had a
him.
pretty serious play.
Woo! Yeah, baby! Yeah, let's go! Gee up, baby! Yeah!
Go ahead.
No one wants to face you. All right.
Oh, man.
McLovin, the man who could bench 200 pounds.
You want some?
Of this?
Of this?
This is a pre-surgery move.
It's like a threatening guy at a oh, here we go.
I'm going to do a multiple one.
Like a male cheerleader.
Yeah, by the way, that's really going to be effective for a guy with the ball in his hand. Spend 6 minutes.
Okay. As evidenced by that clip, if there's anybody who's prone to spontaneous moments of embarrassment, it's Andrew Perloff. Just check out what happens as we try to play one of our favorite games.
Mock Headline Battle Royale.
I give you a headline, you give me a mock headline. First headline, Deshaun Jackson released by the Eagles. Let's start with the back row, McLovin.
Okay, this is my hometown, so I should dominate this. How about no action? What the heck am I doing? I just had a complete mental breakdown. I even hit the red button. Are we on? Does this thing work?
Is this on? All right.
Anywho.
No action, Jackson. Deshaun hasn't signed yet.
Just give him the title.
The mock headline championship belt goes to Satan.
I got to tell you, I'm going to forfeit this just like they did with Jack Lemmon and the Oscar. This has to go to Andrew. Andrew Perloff.
Thank you. I will accept this.
Congratulations.
I will accept this. I will accept this honor because I deserved it for talking into the mic.
God, that's great.
Coming up, the king of the awkward hug takes things to an entirely new level. Don't miss it.
Welcome to the world's first interactive artificially intelligent operating system. Please describe yourself.
I'm a little tubby with big arms and...
Loading custom personality.
Hi, I'm Fritzy. How are you?
I'm good.
That's awesome. I know we are going to be very close, and it is going to be my pleasure to help you in all of your needs.
Thanks, Fritz.
Wow, you have 137 emails. 27 of them are from Wackit.com.
Well, that may be a mistake.
I took the initiative and set you up with full access accounts on 1,589 similar fetish websites.
Whoa, whoa, this is a work phone. I
went ahead and ordered enough tissue and lotion from the store to handle this amount of projected activity.
Stop!
This is going to be the greatest day of my short life. The porn seems to be infinite in here, and in exactly 4 seconds, there will be a delivery of some lo mein.
What? Come on! Some would characterize Todd Fritz as affectionate, but most would say he's just downright creepy. We here at the Box Score always demand that the envelope be pushed to disturbing levels. So we gave Fritzy some lines to read as he delivers his signature hug. Okay, studio engineer, Alan will play the role of creeped out woman. The other Danettes will be the judges and rate how creepy each line is on a scale from 7 to 10. Let's try out our first creepy line, Fritzy. It's all yours.
You have lovely skin. I can't wait to try it on.
Okay, wait a minute. First of all, Fritzy, hug him like you mean it, okay? That was weak, all right? If Alan's Brooklyn Decker, there's no way that
you have lovely skin. I can't wait to try it on.
Close his eyes.
Judges, your scores, please.
If there was something less than 7, that's Fritzy's totally nailing this in.
Oh, the grand total is 23. Is that correct? 23. Oh, good math, Brock. Okay, next line, Fritzy.
Are these serial killer lines?
There are only 4 layers of cloth or less separating us from ecstasy.
Wow. Judges, your scores, please.
He kept his eyes open that time. He didn't mean it.
22. Wow. Fritzy, number 3, please.
Imagine it's Linda Cohn that you're hugging, Fritzy.
That'll do, pig.
That'll do. Judges, your scores, please.
You brought animals into it.
That'll do, pig.
Oh my goodness.
This is what happened.
I'm giving it a 1.
I'm giving no grade.
9. That score's a 9. A creep total of 9.
No grade at all?
Wow. Our 4th line, Fritzy.
The slow blade penetrates the shield.
Wow. The slow blade penetrates the shield. Judges, your scores, please. Oh, 10 from the man from Chicago.
10? Whoa. A 0?
I actually don't want to work with Todd anymore.
Yeah, how do we distance ourselves from
I
this?
don't want to be employed with him anymore.
A 0 for that one.
How do I get 10s and 0s at the same time?
All right, stay with the 10. All right, they're giving you
there.
that 10. And finally, Fritzy.
You smell so different when you're awake.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Judges. Your scores. A creep total of 36. 36.
208 and a rip.
Oh, 108. I'm sorry.
That's the winner?
Okay.
216.
Wow.
Can I do that one more time?
No.
One more time, Fritzy. Just one more. You got one more, Fritzy?
I want to do that last one more time based on that reaction.
Do it, and you'll send us to break with that one.
You smell so different when you're awake.
Still to come, a Know Your Row game of heroic proportions. Stay tuned.
He made his mark as the first Avenger. He took down the Winter Soldier. Now watch as Captain America takes on his biggest challenge yet. Age.
this time of day. Hello, turn on. Where's the button on this thing? Hello. Hello?
Captain America, all of our digital feeds have been compromised. I need you to get down to SHIELD right away. Captain, this is FaceTime. I can see you.
Yarr!
Yeah, I see you, dummy.
Are you a telemarketer?
You know what? Forget this. I'm calling Iron Man.
In a world filled with danger, where lines will be crossed, and new enemies will be made, and one man will stand against evil and forming new alliances.
Hey, Captain Obvious, what's a 7-letter word for disappointment?
I'm not sure, but I'm quite certain it has 7 letters in it.
Proud to say Captain America wasn't one of my childhood heroes, but it got me thinking, who are some of the people that inspired the Danettes to be the kind of people they are today? We asked the guys to give us their childhood heroes in a very special edition of...
No!
Let's begin in the back row. McLovin, who was Fritzy's childhood hero?
I'm gonna go with your father.
Let's see, was it Fritzy's father?
Childhood hero, I guess, would be John Elway and Nolan Ryan. If I had to pick one, I would say Elway. But those are my 2 sports heroes. Now it just made me feel horrible that I didn't pick my dad over a couple.
Not even top 2. Dad didn't make top 2.
I feel totally humiliated. My dad passed away in '91, and now I'm a mess.
Dude, I'm
I'm
sorry.
a big Bronco fan since like the mid-'70s, and then once Elway blew off the Yankees and Colts to join Denver, and especially winning Super Bowls, John Elway, and I still love my dad very much, and thanks for that, McLovin.
All right, at least hopefully he's top 10.
I'm sorry.
Front row, Seton, who do you think Paulie picked?
Walter Payton.
Oh, let's see, was it Sweetness?
My childhood hero, he should have been yours as well, Walter Payton. Yeah, I thought about picking my dad, and I chose not to. It wasn't an omission. I chose Walter Payton over my father.
Back to Fritzy, what did McLovin say?
I was wavering with his Philly roots between Mike Schmidt and Wilbert Montgomery, but I know he's going to end up coming up with some author or artist or someone that I would have no idea that he would be guessing. So let's see. I'll stick with one of the Philly sports heroes, see what happens.
Which one?
I'm going to go with Mike Schmidt.
Was it
Someone from the Phillies?
The blabbering, crying third baseman, Mike Schmidt?
My childhood hero was my dad. Great guy. Really learned a lot from him about what it means to be a good person.
You just did it to me twice. Double father discomfort. Was that your way of giving me the hint of what my answer should be?
It wasn't Ivan de Jesus or some Philly. It wasn't
Ron
like
Hextall.
It wasn't closer Steve Pedrosa.
If I felt bad before, no, I'm fine. Your father.
Yeah, the right answer. There's only one answer for the question. Paulie gets an exception. It was a Walter Payton, but
yeah, I was going to say
anyone who doesn't say their father here is just a jerk.
I was going to say Larry Bowa or Ron Hextall.
Wilbert Montgomery, you know, Dad, I love you, but I really love Wilbert Montgomery more.
Del Unser, I don't know, Bake McBride. It's bad. It's bad. I apologize. It's bad.
Tolstoy, Judy Blume. I mean, who do we go with? Okay, and finally, Paulie, who did Seton choose?
Here's the thing. I've been sitting here for the past 5 minutes, and I know the answer, and I'm blanking out on his name. And I know it's not Ricky Henderson.
Oh, I know.
And I'm thinking, I don't need hints.
Can I jump in? No.
Gary Gaetti. It's Gary.
Gary Gaetti.
Ken Herbeck.
Oh,
I'm so close. And I'm gonna.
I know
put a gun in my mouth.
Andrew Gaze.
Can I guess, Brock?
Yes.
Well, I don't know. I mean, do you want to give points to the front row? Sure.
Oh, I knew it was
He's going in for the steal. Oh, my goodness.
I knew it was some unathletic, slow, power-hitting former Yankee.
Let's see if anyone was right here.
Oh, man. I would have to say Ricky Henderson. I could actually say Rickey Henderson was not only my hero, but he probably cost me my sports career in a lot of ways because I was doing things so unnaturally just to be like him that I had no chance of actually being good at anything. True story, the only reason that Rickey Henderson was my favorite player, or the way he became my favorite player, my brother was a huge Don Mattingly fan who was number 23, and my brother was born on June 23rd. So I thought you kind of had to pick a player that had the number of your birthday. And Rickey Henderson was on the Yankees and he was 24. And so that's why I picked Rickey Henderson, because he was the 24 guy.
Today, Rickey Henderson is the best Bayless Steeler of all time. And the winning row is the front row. Again, no prizes. Well, that's it for the best of the box score. Thanks for watching. Set your DVR or tune in weekdays at 3 p.m. Eastern, only on Audience Direct TV, channel 239.
I don't know a lot about sports, but I can drink a lot of beer.
My motto is simple. C's get degrees.
Need a long, inappropriate hug? I'm your man.
I think I'm smarter than you.
Because I probably am.
Hey, thanks for watching the box score. Holy cow!